What's up, everybody? I want to do this real quickly before I have to get myself ready for work. But last night, or yesterday when I got home, I watched Andre Meadows, Black Nerd Comedy's video on basically the drop that HBOMax, aka WarnerMedia, did yesterday on social media. Basically through Twitter, Facebook, and other places, WarnerMedia decided to drop a ton and a bunch of news related to their HBOMax service. Now, hold on for a sec. Just good. Okay, I was just checking something there. But anyway, like I was saying, WarnerMedia decided yesterday to drop a ton of news on the upcoming HBOMax service, which Andre Meadows did reveal when he was doing his own reaction to the news and what was being revealed as debuting around May of 2020, maybe even sooner, at a price tag of $14.99. Now, what was also revealed in that as well, which Andre was kind of surprised by, is if you already have an HBO Now subscription service, if you have an HBO Now subscription service, then as soon as HBO Max comes out, you will automatically have access to it. You won't have to worry about paying a separate price. You'll automatically be able to go and enjoy HBO Max, which would explain why there is such a high price tag for the service compared to Disney Plus. Now, Disney Plus has come out, Disney that is, has come out and said that they will, if not all, planning to have a bundle pack, which could be around just as much, if not a bit less, that would include Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu Plus. So Disney basically has their own way of doing something similar. Now, it's not as identical as what HBO is planning to do, but it's very similar. But the reason I bring this all up is, again, HBO Max, aka WarnerMedia, revealed a lot of the stuff coming to the service. Now, we've already known about established, AIs or properties and franchises that are coming to the service. We know that Friends is coming. We know The Office is coming. We know Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is coming. We know all that's coming. We know that they've teamed up with Crunchyroll to bring in a lot of established anime from television series to movies onto the platform. We know that they've partnered up with Studio Ghibli to bring a lot of those films onto the service. We know that they've went into some partnerships with the likes of Comedy Central and Viacom to bring in shows like, South Park to be part of the service. We know that they've, pretty much they have ownership of the CW, so they're basically collaborating with those divisions at WarnerMedia to be a secondary platform for some of the other shows that are on DC Universe, Boomerang, the CW On Demand, shows like Batwoman, Doom Patrol, Arrow, Flash, you name it. They'll also announce that they're going to be bringing in a lot of the DC, well, this was obvious anyway, a lot of the DC films. Even Joker, which is currently the #1 all-time R-rated box office film. So they got all that planned. They've also revealed that they're doing some new original material, like a not-so-late-night show with Elmo from Sesame Street. That they're going to do an animated Sesame Street-inspired spin-off, an animated series, that is. That they're bringing back the Boondocks. They're bringing that series in, and that was outside across the street with my neighbors. But they're bringing in the Boondocks series. They're bringing in 2 new seasons of the Boondocks. They're bringing in a couple of projects done by Ellen. They're bringing in a series involving Anna Kendrick, who also happens to be working with Disney Plus with the upcoming Noelle series, or Noelle movie. So you're doing all this stuff. They're doing all this stuff. They've revealed everything. They've revealed a lot of good stuff. Revivals from the Gossip Girls. You know, like I said, they've announced they're going to be being a secondary home to things like Kathy Keene, which is a Riverdale spinoff, and several others. So they revealed a lot of stuff coming to the platform. A lot of great stuff. A lot of great stuff. Even revealing that they are going to, right off the bat, I guess, have all 50 years of Sesame Street available at launch. Yeah, all 50 years. That includes from the very beginning to right now. They also plan to have all the Looney Tunes cartoons, maybe even the ones that are not so, not so, how do I put it, right for this time and age. They might have those. Might. Not saying they will, but they might have those. They have all the Hanna-Barbera catalog of shows. So that's great to hear. They're going to have all that. They're going to have The Bachelor, which really surprised some people. They're going to have Pretty Little Liars, which surprised some people. Again, they're going to have all these shows available because they're Warner Brothers Productions. But, besides all that, besides all this great news and revelation of all these new shows, all these shows and libraries and licenses and franchises and stuff that are going to be part of the service at launch, the question is, did WarnerMedia play their hand too soon? Did they reveal their hand too soon? Did they reveal themselves too soon and open themselves up to be crushed, to be stomped on, to be blown away by the likes of Disney Plus and other services like Apple Plus, maybe Netflix and Hulu? Did they reveal too much? And the reason I say that is because Disney Plus, of course, starts officially on November 12th here in the United States and other parts of the world. Apple Plus starts at the beginning of November, from what I understand. Netflix, of course, is not going to go down swinging. They're going to find a way to bounce back. So if you think any of these services, hearing about this lineup of shows, that WarnerMedia has set to be released in the future. WarnerMedia has set to be released at launch and throughout 2020 and beyond. Do you think they're not sitting there and going, so WarnerMedia thinks they're going to get the jump on us, huh? Well, we'll show them who's the new king and queens of streaming, or who's still the big kid on the block. You can't tell me that Disney Plus, the people at Disney and those in charge of Disney Plus aren't thinking of that. You can't tell me the people that run Apple and Apple Plus are not thinking about that. You can't tell me the people at Netflix are not thinking that. Because they are. They're looking at this lineup and thinking, yeah, that's an impressive lineup you got, but you know what? We'll do better. We can do better. We can show you how it's done. Because again, what's going on is WarnerMedia has basically perhaps opened the floodgates to themselves to where now they really got to step it up in May of next year and prove, hey, we are the next best thing. We are the true rival and competitor to Disney and Apple Plus. That Netflix, you're now just something else now. WarnerMedia has really set themselves up to either succeed or fail. And again, what they have done, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just checking something there, but what they have done is basically open themselves up to either, like I said, succeed or fail. And again, the question is, did they reveal too much already? Because when you reveal your hand because there's an old saying, if you watch a lot of these movies and shows, animated or live action, well, one person thinks they got the winning hand in a poker game or a card game, and they bet all their chips, all their money, all their bones that they have on them at that time on that winning hand, thinking, see, I got all this. What do you got? Ha ha, I win. And then somebody else else across the table just smiles and goes like after everybody else is folded, you have to have one person that you think is going to fold as well. And just when you think, aha, see, all you are folded, I'm going to gather my winnings now, all of a sudden you see this hand come out of nowhere and say, not so fast. And then they reveal an even better hand, and they show you that not you, but I got the winning hand. Not you, but I have now won this game. Not you, but I have won all the winnings, the money, the chips, and all that. So the question being, did Warner do that? Did they play their hand too soon to where the likes of Disney Plus, Apple Plus, and even Netflix will reveal an even better hand come May 2020? Because Disney Plus has November, December, January, February, March, April. They have 6 months, half a year to gather whatever other properties they have yet to put onto Disney Plus and whatever other licenses of franchises they could bring into Disney Plus, movie and television wise. They have 6 months to bring that all in, and come May 2020 reveal to the world this new addition of content to counteract what Warner is doing with HBOMax. The same with Netflix. The same with Apple Plus. They have 6 months, all three of them, to come up with new content to add to the libraries to counter what WarnerMedia has revealed. So again, the question is asked: did WarnerMedia reveal too much too soon? Did they reveal the hand too? Did they show their hand, reveal their hand too soon? Did they do that? Because again, if you think Disney is just gonna, the likes of Disney and Apple and Netflix are just gonna sit back and go like, cool, that's nice, let's see what else you can do. No, they are going to come out on around the same time frame, guaranteed. They're going to come out at the same time frame, and they're going to debut and release and even announce, probably even a week before, a month before, all this new content coming to the services to counteract WarnerMedia. So what WarnerMedia has to do with the HBOMax is they really got to step it up. They got to step it up and realize, you know what, we may have revealed too much. Maybe what we need to do is start working on getting some other properties, to be part of our platform that Netflix, Apple Plus, and even Disney have yet to get their hands on. Properties that people would love to see. I mean, think about it this way. Disney has a good connection with Shout Factory, right? Shout Factory is the DVD distributor and Blu-ray distributor of Friendship is Magic, a very popular IP right now that's currently on Discovery Family, and whose movie was distributed by Lionsgate. So you can't tell me that maybe HBO Max, the people at WarnerMedia won't go like, you know what? What if we tried to get Friendship is Magic as part of our platform? Yes, people could still see it on Discovery Family and Netflix, but what if we could get that as well? Think about it. People will think, well, I don't want to pay too much for Netflix anymore, but if they hear Friendship is Magic, especially the parts of the Brony Pegasus community, if they hear, oh, Friendship is Magic's going over to WarnerMedia too, and it's for less, I'll go watch it over there. That could be an ace in the hole, or at least one of them. And the same could be said for Disney Plus. They could be like, you know what, we have a close relationship with you, Shout Factory. Mind if we take Friendship is Magic and bring it over here as well? You can still keep it on Netflix and Discovery Family, but we'll take it as well, along with some of your other IPs of My Little Pony. You can't tell me that Hasbro's library of library catalog of shows and franchises, if you will, is not something that any of these services would not like to get their hands on, even if they're already part of streaming services as we speak. You can't tell me that none of them wouldn't like that, because they would. Because they know that's a winning ace in the hole no matter what, or at least one of them. So WarnerMedia would have to look at something like that as a possibility. The point of this video is, and I want to say this in closing, is WarnerMedia, the people at WarnerMedia and those in charge of HBO Max have to pray and hope they did not, and I repeat, did not reveal too much already. Because if they did, then all they've done is set themselves up either to succeed or potentially most likely be crushed on launch day. Because again, you're giving all these other platforms 6 months, all these other streaming services 6 months to come up with something to basically embarrass you and slap you in the face with. So let's hope and pray they didn't reveal too much already, because if they did, I can't see this being a winning situation for them. So let me know what you guys all think, though, down below. Comment if you like. I'd love to hear from each and every one of you about the situation. Do you think WarnerMedia revealed too much already? And I will talk to y'all later.